Hey up, my old chums. I suppose old by now. I suppose I get that distinction. Get to use that distinction. But without any further ado, this is episode 3 of yet another instalment of History Boys Bad Blokes. Today, I'm going to be discussing the very lesser known Victorian. Well, yeah, I suppose Victorian. Some in the 1830s, anyway. Don't know if they class that as Victorian, but anyway, we're going to be focusing on two people in this episode because they're part of, well, an association, a kind of unit, so to speak. And we're going to be focusing on the Blanc brothers, Francois and Joseph, who were regarded as technically the first cybercriminals in the world, despite the fact that this was in the 19th century. But weirder things have been discovered and happened, like the Ankathera mechanism, a supercomputer from ancient Greece. No one knows how that worked, but it was very advanced. It was at least a ship's compass. But anyway, back to the Blanc brothers. There isn't all that much on Joseph. He's often or always paired with his brother, Francois, who was a banker, if I recall correctly. Just an all-round savvy businessman, and may have been the inspiration of behind the old show tune, The Man That Broke the Bank of Monte Carlo, a notorious, well-known bank in Monaco, of course, where all the absolutely immensely, ridiculously French people, any people that have a crap load of money and are born into privilege, or work their way up into privilege, and vice versa. Like, of course, Prince Renier and actress Grace Kelly, who got away from Hollywood to marry him. But anyway, the Francois brothers were active in casinos, con people in casinos, managed to, through, I guess, technological devices, pull one over on people. And their exploits were known in 1834 and most probably onwards to French newspapers, who were astounded of how advanced their schemes were. And yeah, like I said, Francois specifically was possibly the inspiration for, of course, the Bank of Monte Carlo song that was used in 1962's Lawrence of Arabia, where Peter O'Toole / Lawrence sings it while riding on horseback through a desert and letting his voice echo throughout the off the cliffs. And that song is also mentioned in Alien Covenant, Michael Fassbender's David 8, who was very much inspired himself off Peter O'Toole. specifically the T.A.E. Lawrence role, where in a previous film, Prometheus, he would quote other lines from that film, which I'm not going to go into because blah blah blah, can't be asked. Not really much to say anything else about the Blanc brothers, other than their schemes were very fascinating to me because, so they were especially fascinating to people around in their time, but especially fascinating to me because, I mean, who ever heard of a 1800s cybercriminal? Really? Anyway, I hope I explained that quite well. Of course, you can always look it up. The Blanc brothers, as in like Mott LeBlanc, minus the Matt and minus the Le, and like Mel Blanc, the man of a thousand voices, Looney Tunes. But yeah, should all be capable of spelling that name, basically Blanc without a K but with a C. But to end my rambling there, that concludes episode 3 of History Boys Bad Blokes, and I look forward to your views and your comments. So, Leroy, signing off.